Hey guys, what's up? So, I just wanted to make this video all about my nose piercing. I got my nose pierced yesterday, and it's just a little stud right here. It might be a little hard to see on the camera, but it's like right there, and it really hurts if I touch it, so not gonna touch it. But anyway, so I make this video to help people who are planning on or trying to decide whether or not they should get a nose piercing. For starters, I was in the same boat as some of you who are wondering if you should get a nose piercing or not. Think of it as this: a nose piercing is just like any other piercing. There's always some sort of pain level to it, and everybody reacts to pain differently. I have a really low pain tolerance, and to be honest, I thought this piercing didn't hurt as bad as like my ear piercing. Where I went, they don't use a needle gun. They usually don't. They usually just use like a needle. I mean, it's kind of less painful. In my opinion, it's a little less painful than a needle gun. So, um, but on like a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably rate it at like 5, 5.5. I mean, it just felt kind of like an uncomfortable feeling, or like somebody just like pinching your arm really hard. But I mean, other than that, it's not that bad. It was like took like 2 seconds to do. I mean, it's really not that bad. But anyway, so if you are wanting to get a nose piercing, I definitely recommend it. I mean, every piercing has some sort of pain to it, so just remember that. But I would say it wasn't as painful as I thought it was gonna be, because I was super nervous to get one. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. If I were you, I'd maybe bring somebody with to like comfort you through it. I mean, the piercer I had talked me through it, so I kind of felt a little better to get my nose pierced. So it just depends where you go. So, some questions that are usually asked. Well, first of all, I just answered it, like what to do if you're deciding to get one. I mean, yeah, I just basically answered that. What else? How much does it usually cost? Well, I mean, prices vary depending on where you go. Mine was 45, and to be honest, I'd recommend you go to a place that's like people recommend to you, but also like price range. I mean, if it costs like more than $50 to get your nose pierced, that's pretty ridiculous. So I wouldn't go there, even though it may be a really good place. I mean, that seems like a lot of money just to get a little stud in your nose, to be honest. So my friend recommended this place called A1 Tattoo and Piercing. I mean, I don't know if they have it everywhere, like in different states. I'm from Minnesota, so that's where I went to get mine, and they did a pretty good job. So I recommend that place for anybody that's planning to get any kind of piercing. And it's cheap, and the nose stud comes with your piercing. So the only thing that doesn't come with your piercing is like what to clean it with. You kind of have to make the solution yourself. So I kind of started cleaning my nose ring. Like, I mean, I haven't got pretty intense with it, but anyways, I will explain to you how you're supposed to clean it. So basically, what you need is some distilled water and some sea salt, and that's about it. And it's like a little like cup, like a medicine, like a medicine cup, like the liquid medicine. That usually works. That's what I have been using. So basically, what you do is you mix up a solution of saline, and you stick like your nose like in the solution for like 5 to 10 minutes. I recommend 10 minutes just to get like it more extra clean, and it removes most of like the crust and stuff that's on it. Like usually when you get your nose pierced, it may bleed a little bit, so like there would be like some blood around like the nose area. I tried to clean mine today, and I'm still trying to get most of it off, but most of it came off. But yeah, all you do is like dip your nose in that cup for like 5 to 10 minutes. I recommend 10 minutes, like I said, more clean. Usually you clean your nose twice a day. Morning and evening are usually recommended. In the morning, usually what you want to do is like the saline, like sticking your nose in that is usually for the evening time. But in the morning, you can take like a little Q-tip or like a cotton ball. I recommend a Q-tip though, because the cotton ball might get kind of stuck on your nose and it might snag on it and it hurts really bad. I've heard if it gets caught. So what you want to do is you don't just have to clean the outside. You have to clean the inside of it too, because blood is in the inside, and you want to keep it real clean so that you don't like get an infection or anything like that, because that'd be really painful. So what you do is you take two Q-tips. One of them is for the inside, and then one of them's for the out. What you want to start doing is like you want to dip the Q-tip into like the saline solution, and you just want to like rub like around the outside of your nose. Um, they usually tell you not to like try to push up on the piercing too much since it's still healing and it's like super sensitive. But it's really hard to like get like it really good clean. Like if you just not like if it's just sitting like that. Cause Q-tips are kind of like big, so like it's kind of like Q-tips are really fat, and this is like really skinny. So when you like to make it a little easier, with the second Q-tip, you clean the inside of the nose, and you can push on the like the inside just a little bit, but not too much. So like push up on it just a tiny bit, and then like you can clean like underneath the piercing and the bar and like around the nose. I mean, a cotton ball might work a little better if you do that because then it, like you might be able to get inside the nose easier. But I've been using a Q-tip, so it's a little easier for me, but it's easier for people in different ways. Just as long as like it cleans, because you want it to be really good clean so that you have no infection or anything like that. Oh, most importantly, always wash your hands before you do any of the cleaning, because antibacterial soap will kill the bacteria off your hands, and the hands are like the dirtiest things ever. And if it comes in contact with your piercing, it might irritate it and it'll get infected. So always wash your hands before you do any of this stuff, like any touching of your nose, because you want to prevent any sort of infection. So that was my nose piercing experience. I was gonna record it, but I had my boyfriend with me, and he was holding my hand most of the time, so it was kind of really hard to record. And my mom wasn't even in the room with me, so I mean, it's kind of hard to record. But if you want to know how the process goes, it's basically all they do is take like this tube, and well, first of all, they'll start like cleaning your nose and the inside and outside with like saline, because you need a clean nose to do this. And then they'll like put the dot, and you can either pick the left or the right side of your nose. Really, there's no preference. I mean, it's just whatever you prefer. Like, I don't know. I just picked the left. I mean, I thought it looked a little more better. So, I mean, it's all on you. Like, it's your preference. I just prefer the left side because it looks more better in person than like on pictures. So, anyways, so after they mark the dot, they let you like check to make sure that's where you want it. They put mine pretty perfect. I mean, it's like right where the line is supposed to be. So it was perfect. And then they'll explain the procedure to you. So basically, what they do is they take a tube and they put it like in the inside of your nose where the dot is to line up with the dot. It basically catches the needle like when it goes through your nose, so it doesn't like poke through your nose. That wouldn't be good. And then they obviously have the needle, and some piercing places they let you breathe before they do it, and where I went, they like had me breathe in and then breathe out while they are putting the needle in. Some piercing places won't do that, but I recommend breathing either way because it relaxes you and it makes you a little less nervous from to put the needle in. And like I said, it's always nice to bring somebody with because they're there for you to comfort you and to talk you through it so you don't think about it. And always close your eyes when they do it unless you're just so brave and you just don't care to look for a needle going down your nose. I would have freaked out if I saw it, so I close my eyes all the time. Another thing is your eyes will water Like, it's just a normal reaction to getting your nose pierced. Like, your nose is like really sensitive, so don't let anybody think you're crying because it's normal for your eyes to water because it's really sensitive. So, anyways, yeah. So I hope this video helped some of you about deciding whether or not to get your nose pierced. If you have any more questions, I mean, I'm not an expert on this because I just got done yesterday. I'm just giving you the information that they gave me and information my friends have gave to me about when they got their nose pierced. So, if you have any questions, you can leave comments below, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!